Morning, students. So this class, hand-on training. So previously we used C++ program. Now the programs are converted to object-oriented. So let me say first. So this is the program to find a given number is a prime or not. So this is the ordinary C++ program. Now we want to change this as a object-oriented. Okay. Right. Then first private. So int okay, you define all the data members here. Then public void get data. I am using get data as a member function. Then void display. So display is another member function. Then the class terminates. Then first definition of get data. Okay, return type. Return type is void. Then class name. Here the class name is they are not defining the class here. Okay, class prime. And small one. So void prime, then scope resolution operator, then get data, that is the member function. Right here, enter the number to check prime. So C. Right. The next display function. So void class name is prime, then scope resolution operator, then function name is member function name is display. Here we define m equal to n by 2 for I equal to 2, I is less than or equal to m I plus plus. So if n mod I equal to 0, then the number is not a prime. Then flag is set to 1, then break. So if flag equal to 0, then the number is a prime. So since it is a void, so return 0 is not necessary. Right. After that, we have to define the main function. So int main. Here first we declare the object. So the class name is prime. I am using obj as object. Then access the member functions. First obj dot get data. Then obj dot display. Okay. So class prime, under private we define all the data members. Then public we define the member functions. Then definition of the get data function. Here you read that value. Then definition of the member function display. Here we find the to check the member is a prime or not. Now execute this program. Execute this program. So we enter a number to check prime. So if I give 5, so 5, the number 5 is a prime. Then another data. So 8. So 8 is not a prime number. Right. Next we see a palindrome program. So this is the ordinary C program. Now we want to convert this as a object-oriented program. Right. First, define the class. Class name. I'm using palin. Under private category, so we want to declare all this. Then so public void get data void display. The next definition. Return type is a void. Then class name palin scope resolution operator get data. Here we want to read it. Okay, therefore enter a number, read that number. The next display function. So return type is a void. Class name is a valid scope resolution operator display. So here we take this all calculation. Next main function. Here declare the object. So class name is a valid. I'm using obj as an object. Then object dot get data. Then object dot display. Right. Now this is the object oriented format. Void display. Right. So we define the class Valentine under private category. We declare all the data members. Under public, we define the member functions. Then definition of get data. Then definition of the display. Then main, declare the object. Then access the member functions. Now we are going to execute this program. It shows error palindrome. So panic. And now execute this program. One error compile. Exit status. Line number 10. Okay, class is terminated with a semicolon. Enter a number. Suppose 1221. So this number is a palindrome because when you reverse this number, so what is the reverse number? 1, 2, 2, 1, the same. Hence, it is a palindrome. Now we execute and we give another data 1, 2, 3, 4. And this number is not a palindrome because 4, 3, 2, 1. When we reverse, both numbers are not equal, and hence it is not a palindrome. Right? Similarly, you see that Fibonacci. Here we define the class name as a Fibo. Then under private category, define declare f naught equal to -1, f1 equal to 1, and fib I comma n. Then under public, we define the declare the member functions, get data and display. Then definition of get data. So enter a number of elements. How many elements we require? How many data we require? Okay. Then n, read that. Then second member function is a display. So void Fibo scope resolution operator display. Then for I equal to 1, I is less than n I plus plus. So less than or equal to POs. Then fib equal to f naught plus f1. So we display the fib, then interchange the elements value, interchange the swap the value, that is f naught equal to f1 and f1 equal to fib. Then define the main, declare the object, then using that object we can access the member functions. Okay. Now we execute this program. Enter number of elements. So 10. So 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 5, 8, 5 plus 8, 13, 8 plus 13, 21, then 13 plus 21, 34. Right? Similarly, we want to generate 25, first 25 prime numbers. So like that. So this is the object-oriented programming to generate n Fibonacci numbers.